Some fans are saying he's picking the easiest guy, moving up, and he's also like evading fights with the Charlo and with the Benavidez by doing that.
Yes. I can give you a triple yes. You can say he's cherry picked a little bit, but he's kind of learned from the best. You know, he got beat by Floyd, and now he's starting to make money like Floyd. When he got that big contract that, you know, he had lawsuits with and a whole bunch of ups and downs and this and that. Are there greater challengers out there for Canelo Alvarez? Most definitely. Are there fights that I would truly love to see? Most definitely. Are there super talented individuals that might be able to give him problems? Definitely. You know, does he have to do any of those things? No, and absolutely not. And
I agree with partially what Keith Thurman is saying. I don't think Canelo is ducking. I've said it before, and I've been very open about it. I would love to see Canelo Alvarez fight Jermell Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez. Does he have to do it? No. The funny thing is, when Floyd Mayweather was really cherry picking, nobody had a problem with it. And you have Canelo's detractors. And what they want to focus on is Canelo fighting Rocky Fielding, who he just moved up to 168, testing the waters. After Yildirim was a mandatory, who at first was David Benavidez' mandatory, but he couldn't make weight. So what Jose Sulaiman did was, the winner of the Colin Smith fight became the WBC champion, and they had to take on the mandatory, which is Yamini Yildirim, but they criticized Canelo for it. And then he fights 3 undefeated champions, you want to call them paper champions, but before that, he was avoiding them. According to Salvador Rodriguez of ESPN, boxing fans or boxing purists are not going to be happy with Canelo's choice on May 7th. Well, I got news for Salvador Rodriguez. Whoever Canelo picks, some people are not going to be happy with. If he fights Arthur Beterbiev, he's avoiding Jermall Charlo. If he fights Makabu, he's avoiding Alexander Usyk. The list doesn't stop. The funny thing about the whole situation is that the guys that they want Canelo to fight are not doing anything else. They're not fighting anybody. They are allowed to cherry pick, and no one says anything. They get a free pass. And I talk about Benavidez' next fight is David Lemieux, who's a career 160-pounder. David Lemieux is not a 168-pound fighter, but yet he gets a pass. Reynoso and Canelo are supposed to make a decision this week on who Canelo's next opponent is. And your guess is as good as mine. I would say Makabu, but Makabu has a mandatory January 29th. We all know how that fight's going to turn out. I do agree with partially what Keith Thurman says. I don't believe Canelo's cherry picking. He does not have to fight these guys. You know, people say Canelo has to fight the best. How do we know Charlo, Andrade, and Benavidez are the best? The resumes do not show that. And I will repeat myself because some of y'all hear what you want to hear. I want to see all those fights, but Canelo does not have to fight them. As far as Canelo being like Mayweather, he's doing things Mayweather hasn't done, like cleaning out a division, being undisputed at 168. And he did it by beating 3 undefeated champions in a row. Do you agree with Keith Thurman? Is Canelo cherry picking like Floyd Mayweather? Also, who do you think Canelo's next opponent will be? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.